Hey guys, it's Drummond. Welcome back to my channel. And if you haven't already, make sure you click that subscribe button and turn on that notification bell so you know whenever I'm posting my next video. So in today's video, I wanted to talk about sharing myself. So as most of you guys know, I try to be my most authentic self on my YouTube channel, on my social media, just because I don't want anybody watching my videos or looking at my posts on Instagram and thinking, wow, my life would be perfect if I was in his shoes, because honestly, we all have our own struggles and I share mine on social media platforms. And one thing I kind of wanted to talk about in this video is the effects that has on me as a person. So there are a lot of good things that come from sharing myself on social media, and there are also some bad things. I kind of want to talk about both, just because I want people to be fully aware of what it's like to kind of share yourself on social media and the type of things I have to deal with on a regular basis. When it comes to me sharing myself, I've had a lot of people talk to me about how brave it is that I'm sharing myself with the world. But honestly, for me, ever since I was little, it's been something that I kind of just do naturally. When it comes to meeting new people in my life, I'm very quick to just kind of open up. And that has some good things, and that also has some bad things. When it comes to opening up and sharing myself with people so quickly, that puts me at risk at making myself vulnerable to people that end up using that against me as a weapon, and sometimes that really hurts. And it's really hard to continue to go out there and do the same thing over and over again, but that's just naturally who I am, and it's something that I've tried to work on. There have been plenty of times where I've just kind of sat there and cried and said, I wish that I didn't care so much. I wish that I could just go out into the world and be selfish and greedy and just not care about anybody else. That's just not who I am. I can't do that. For the first time in my life, I've actually felt like I can just be a little bit more open about who I am at work and not feel like someone's going to stab me in the back for sharing who I am with the rest of the people that I work with. Another thing that I struggle with because I'm so open is my friendships. Because I'm so open with my friends, there's a lot of times where I just kind of hand them the weapons and hope that they're a friend and they're not going to ever use them against me. But honestly, this year has kind of shown that there are a lot of people out there that are willing to kind of just throw things in your face and stab you in the back when things aren't going their way. And it hurts when that happens, because I'm the type of person that when I say I love someone, when I bring someone into my life, I really mean that I love them. Like, I would do anything for them. And it really hurts when it comes to that friend wanting something and it's honestly not in my power to give to them. And instead of just accepting that and loving me for who I am and what I can give, they decide to use everything that I've given them against me. And it really hurts. And that's something that I have to deal with. And that's something that I deal with on a regular basis when it comes to YouTube as well. So there have been several stories where I share my vulnerabilities with you guys, and there have been several people who throw that back in my face, and it hurts, yes. And I've honestly gotten stronger, and honestly, when it comes to people throwing things at me, a lot of times I've learned that I need to be a little bit more careful with what I share on social media until I've gotten to the point where I'm strong enough to kind of deal with that pushback that I get from people who kind of just go out there to make other people feel bad. Honestly, I feel sorry for those people, because I feel like those people are probably suffering as well. And instead of accepting their suffering and trying to heal it, they think that it's better to go out there and attack other people and try to bring them down. I hope I never get to the point where I'm that type of person, just because I can meet a complete stranger, and if they're having a rough day, I want to be there for them. And that honestly rolls us into the relationship portion for me. So for me, when I love somebody, I am like full force in love with them, and I would do anything for them. And sometimes it's hard for the people that I'm dating to accept that I love everyone on this planet. Like, I love every single person that's watching my YouTube channel right now. And I would do anything for you guys, and I just want to be there for you, but I'm just one person. And I've kind of learned that when it comes to dating people, it's really hard for me to continue to be that person that's there for everyone in the world and still be that person for the person that I'm dating. So I've learned that, one, I need to find someone that's extremely confident and understands that when it comes to my lifestyle and the work that I do, I drain myself a lot of all the love that I have. Like, I am constantly giving, and there are times where I kind of have to just pull back. In this type of field where on video you have to have high energy, where I'm a trainer, I have to have high energy. When I'm with my friends, high energy. With my sisters and nephew, high energy. It's always very demanding that I have high energy, and sometimes I just kind of need to pull away from that. And honestly, I would love to find someone to date that understands my lifestyle, as well as them being able to be a person that kind of becomes my rock when the world has kind of thrown me down. Just because when you go out into the world wearing your heart on your sleeve and pretty much no armor at all, because I pretty much share all my vulnerabilities with everybody, I need someone who's going to be able to be there and be like, hey, you've got this, or hey, let's just have a night in and just recover, because sometimes that's what I need. And I know all of that kind of sounds like a lot of negativity, but when it comes to sharing myself like I do, one of the really amazing things about that is when you are being 100% yourself and someone says they love you, you know that they love you for everything that you are. And I feel like there's a lot of people out there who pretend to be someone they're not. And then when people tell you, I love you, it doesn't really mean much, because then in the back of your head, you're like, I wonder if this person knew the real me, if they would still love me. Because there were a lot of times when I was working in Best Buy and people would offer me a job. I had this older couple who was very Republican offer me a job with their company. And in the back of my mind, I was just like, I wonder if they knew that I was gay, if they were still going to offer me that role and still think as highly of me as they do right now. And I honestly can't live like that. Like, living a life where I have to doubt whether or not people's opinion of me would change if they knew something deeper about me. Honestly, I couldn't do that. So for me, it's extremely great to know that the people that are in my life love me for who I am. The people who aren't in my life because they couldn't love me for who I am, who needs them? I don't need people in my life that try to change me into something of more like a doorstep to them. I've had so many people in my life that we are great friends until I choose to do something for myself and not for them, and then it just kind of blows up in my face. And it does really hurt when those situations come to light, just because I am giving everything into that relationship. I'm not doing it because I want to use them. I'm doing it just because I care about them. So when I find out that they're doing everything to benefit themselves, and then when I don't benefit them anymore, that's when everything just kind of hits the fan. That really hurts, because it's kind of them showing their true colors and me learning who they really are. The best thing about being your authentic self is you do attract a lot of people into your life that are meant to be in your life. And I'm slowly learning that there are very few people that come into my life and are actually great people. But you guys have seen some of them in my YouTube videos with me. If you follow me on any of my other social medias, you've probably seen a couple of those people in some of my Instagram posts. I definitely have really great people surrounding me, and it's nice to have a job where I feel very secure, knowing that I've got friends around me that just love me for who I am, because I'm the type of person that just gives and gives and gives. So it's nice to know that I've got a job that kind of gives back, and friends that give back, and most definitely family that gives back. I'm extremely blessed in so many different ways. But I just kind of wanted to share a little bit about what it's like to share my life on YouTube and on Instagram, just because there are people out there that look at my life and they're just like, you're extremely lucky, you shouldn't be complaining about anything. There's people who attack me for the way that I look. There's people out there who were my friends and are no longer my friends and talk behind my back. And those types of things do hurt me, but honestly, I'm having to learn how to heal and move past those things. But when it comes to sharing myself on the internet, a lot of people, like I said before, consider it brave. And yes, I would say for a lot of people it would be considered brave to share some of the stories that I've shared, but for me it just feels natural. I will say that it is extremely draining, and it would be nice to be dating someone that can be that strength when the world really just knocks me down, when work just gets to me, or my friends decide to stab me in the back. It would be nice to kind of have that support system, and I guess that's kind of what I'm looking for. A lot of times people think that in a relationship you're just looking for someone to like complete you, But what I'm really looking for is just someone who understands the type of person that I am and can be there for me when life gets hard, because what I do, it can be extremely draining and extremely hard for me to jump back from. And sometimes life really knocks me down. And for you guys, a lot of you guys see the happy side of me, the positive side of me, but there are some really hard times that I've been through. And I thank God for the people who have come into my life and like help pick me back up. But hopefully you guys enjoyed this video. If you have any comments, feel free to leave them in the comment section below. And like I said before in any of my other videos, if you want, you can follow me on Instagram, Facebook, Twitter, Snapchat. I post tons of different things on all of those. And hopefully you guys are having a great day, and I will see you guys tomorrow. Bye.